What is going on, guys? We're just driving around downtown Round Rock right now, just checking everything out. Might have a cop coming after us, but that'll just make content, so it'll make me mad. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, these bumps. These freaking bumps. Today I kind of want to talk about social media and how it's affecting the bike scene, because obviously it's a very controversial topic. You got people who say that social media is ruining it, especially bike talk on TikTok. You have people who love it, and that's the reason why they found bikes. I would like to believe that I'm definitely leaning towards one direction. I kind of want to see what your guys' thoughts are on this. Obviously, TikTok has made a big difference on how we actually do bike content. Pre-TikTok, these shirtless bikers and book talk and all these things that happened. It was all about the bike. I mean, you'd watch a motorcycle video and sure, like, the club would be doing some random stuff, or Brian636 would be talking and explaining downtown Chicago, but at the end of the day, it was for the riding. That's why you watch the content. And I have a lot of people now who kind of complain about my content, because it is a lot of recycled quotes, it's a lot of weird, cringy dance moves, and it's not a lot of riding content. And I know I'm not the only one. Matthew Woods has explained this so many times now. You guys just don't actually like it. Like, I could sit out here and post videos of me riding my bike all day, but it would just be a waste of my effort, because that's not what people want. And that's why I started doing YouTube, because it's a little bit more receptive to actually riding the bike, which I love to do. Like, I really do ride my bike more than anything else I do in my life. It's just that TikTok and Instagram don't like it when I ride my bike, and the people on those platforms don't actually like watching riding content. I'm biggest on Instagram, so if I were to just say, hey, I'm not going to do any more parking lot content, I'm going to strictly ride my bike all the time, I would lose so many followers, because that's not why they follow me. And that's not why they follow Matthew Woods, and that's not why they follow a lot of your biggest creators, like even Ro. If he just started posting videos with no quotes over them, and it was just him riding, those videos aren't going to do as well, and I'll put money on that. Because people don't enjoy watching bikes anymore. Maybe it's just too much of it, maybe too many people have done it, but it's just not something that they watch. I would love. I've actually done a little test over the last couple of weeks to see if it is just... Oh, what the fuck? It scared the hell out of me. Thought he was about to just block me. I've been doing a little test on my Instagram over the last couple of weeks, where I've been seeing if my content with just no words on it, just me riding the bike, would do better, because that's what you get. That's all the hate I get. Is, oh, this quote, oh, sad, oh, all that. I checked, guys, and you guys didn't love it. You guys didn't watch it. You guys didn't like it. You guys didn't comment on it. Because at the end of the day, I think we're so used to having an opinion that if we don't present an opportunity to give one, we don't enjoy it, because we just want to talk about ourselves, and that's completely okay. But that's why I personally don't post videos of me just riding. That's why all this footage that I'm recording right now stays on YouTube, and it won't go anywhere else. Because that's just what works. And at the end of the day, I'm doing this for a future. I want to inevitably do this as a job. So if I want it to actually work out, I need to do what you guys actually enjoy. I need to do what you guys actually enjoy. I need to focus my time and use every ounce of my effort on making content that's going to grow me towards a future being a YouTuber, being an influencer, or living off this social media game. Because although I love it more than everything, my dream is not just to make videos. My dream is to only make videos. That's what I want to do for the rest of my life. Because I love talking to you guys, and I absolutely adore the community I built. And I've just come to accept that I can't make everybody happy. Nobody can. But kind of touching back on the topic, if I think that TikTok and Instagram have ruined the bike community, I don't think so. If you look at it now, bikes are so much more popular than they used to be, at least the sport bike scene, because people watch their favorite YouTubers. They watch them, especially for the sport bike scene. I mean, people watch these beautiful, gorgeous bikes parked in a parking lot, and they want one. And in order to actually own a motorcycle, believe it or not, you actually have to ride it. So they buy these bikes, and they ride them around their neighborhood. They start taking videos, and then they just fall in love with the absolute beauty that is motorcycles. Like, this is an addicting sport. Once you start, most people don't stop. I mean, obviously traumatic events can change that, but for me, I know that no matter what happens in my life, I will never give this up, because it is the one thing that truly gives me purpose, which sounds crazy. But I wouldn't have been so driven to get one, even though when I was little I watched all these YouTubers ride them. I probably wouldn't have gotten one so soon if it weren't for people like Tucker, for people like Wishes, for people like Roe, for people like Squid, who I saw doing it. I'm the same age as a lot of these guys, and they started achieving my dream. For me, that motivated me more than anything ever had, because I just couldn't, I knew it was possible. Because I think a lot of times we see these huge YouTubers who have been doing it for 10, 20 years, and it's hard to grow on YouTube. It's hard to become somebody on YouTube. It's just how it is. That's the way the platform is structured. Unless you're doing very, very controversial things, which I typically don't find myself doing. So I was terrified to pursue my dreams, and knowing that I would likely fail. TikTok and Instagram provided me a safe environment to begin practicing making content, begin practicing a community, because you have to understand, like I mentioned earlier, people hate. There's a lot of hateful people on the internet. And if I didn't have the experience on TikTok and Instagram of how these people are going to treat me, then I would be a lot more affected by what they say if I spent hours making a video. I spent an hour recording it. I spent 3 hours editing it, and then all I can see are hate comments. That would break my heart. It would break my heart, especially because only 10 people would see it, and if one of those 10 people hated it, that's a big number. So for me, no, I don't think that it ruined it. I think that some of this stuff is really, really weird and perverted. Like, why are you on a platform with predominantly underage people with your shirt off and humping your bike? It's just weird. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Why do you think that's cool? Why do these girls and guys encourage that behavior is another question. Like, what is wrong with us? Why are we enjoying this? Especially because you gotta remember, like, these are the same guys that will probably treat you really bad, and you're idolizing them. So when it does happen, inevitably, everyone's just kind of like, well, what did you expect? What did you expect? So although I don't think that it's ruining it, I think some of the content that we're supporting and some of the content that we're encouraging is weird. Like, obviously you do you, bro, but if I ever start having an intimate relationship with my bike beyond just, you know, sitting on it and doing felonish speeds, please take it away from me. Please don't let me be like that. Like, I know I made a couple like out there videos, but I've never taken my shirt off and started, like, for real touching my bike. Like, it's just weird. I don't understand it, but maybe somebody can explain to me in the comments, or maybe you guys can just give me your opinion on how do you feel about these people? Like, am I alone in how I feel about this? Because once again, I don't think it's ruining it. I think it's growing the scene and reaching more people. Like, the more diversity in the content we have, the better. But maybe we can do without some of it. Maybe we can start working on not liking and sharing and commenting on these videos because they're not bike related. Like, it's just little thirst traps. I don't know. That's just me. I'm gonna start trying to make these shorter, just very opinionated little videos where I just kind of talk about my opinions on things, and hopefully you guys start to like them. Because honestly, until I inevitably change cities, Austin just doesn't have enough for me to record. And I want to consistently make content, and in order to do that, I do need to just record. So if you guys like these style videos, please let me know in the comments. If you guys want to hear more of my opinions or hear my opinion on something specific, shoot me a message or leave me a comment. I do read every comment. I need to check the comments from the last video, but I do my best to always be on top of that stuff. Other than that, guys, I will go ahead and catch you next week. Once again, I would love some video suggestions from you guys. I would love to see what you're more interested in. And I'm always here to help. If you guys ever need help with something, join the Discord, shoot me a message, and I will be glad to respond. Thank you very much to our Patreon members. They help me more than anything in the world. They're the reason why I can consistently ride and why I can record these videos. So once again, huge thank you to our Patreon members. I love you guys so very much. Other than that, I think I will catch you next time. Bye!
I got a Baja Blast with ice, it was small, cause it was all the cash I had on hand. And the kid behind the window was in a good mood, so it put me in one too.